Minister Vimal Veeravansa's call for the boycott of American products has become a main topic in political circles. Here are some of the views expressed in this regard at various occasions today, including at a media briefing of the National Freedom Front, which was incidentally led by Minister Vimal Veeravansa.
අපි මහසංඝරත්නයෙන් අපේ හාමුදුරුන්ගෙන් ඉල්ලා හිටිනවා ඇමරිකානු භාණ්ඩ පිරිකරකට දුන්නොත් නොගෙනී.
We are requesting the Mahasangha not to accept American products which are given as arms. The Lord Buddha also showed his objection by turning the bowl around. He did not accept the arms. It is a Buddhist teaching. We are asking the housewives in this country not to purchase American products for their kitchens. We are asking the youth of this country not to drink something else. If not, drink water. There are individuals who have problems with this. Those who teach American children are sad about this. Those who have gone to America and bought houses by stealing the money of this country are saddened about this. Those who are indebted to America are sad about this. But the people of this country do not bear similar sentiments. We are asking the people to boycott American products.
රටේ මිනිස්සුන්ට මේ දුකක් නැහැ. අපි කියනවා රටේ මිනිස්සුන්ට ඇමරිකානු භාණ්ඩ අත්හරින්න.
සමහර කයිවාරු ඇමතිවරු ඇමරිකාවේ එපා කියලා ඇමරිකාවේ භාණ්ඩ ගන්න එපයි කියලා කියනවා.
Snake charmers live off the snake. The snake charmer does not know how he will survive if the snake is lost. Therefore, I request that instead of being like the snake charmer, we must strengthen the hands of President Mahinda Rajapaksa in this Geneva problem. We must not heed mindless voices, but we must continue to assist Mahinda Rajapaksa.
වාචාල කටවල් නවත්තගෙන මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමාට සහාය දෙන්න කියන ඉල්ලීම මම කරනවා.
එක්ක අපේ තුම්මුල්ලේ වීරයා එතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ගෝ ඇමරිකාවේ බඩු ගන්න එපා කිය.
Atumullah hero is now saying that we must not purchase American products. However, he has an Apple iPad. The Apple iPad is manufactured in America. He says that we must refrain from using Google and Gmail. The Windows, which we normally use for any Word document, is also from America. The cabinet spokesperson is saying that they are not Vimal. Through this, it is clear that there are problems within the government. The so-called main patriot in the country has been disowned by the government. 40% of the customs revenue is generated from exports to America. Through the continuity of ministers who make such mindless statements, our country's reputation internationally will deteriorate further. We must live in unity with the world.
අපි මේ roundabout වල වට රවුම් වල මේ ලෝල් ටිකක් වවලා අපිට මේ ජාතිය හදා ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා මතයක ඉන්නවා නම් එමිතින් ඒක මහා බොළඳ ක්‍රියාවක්.
When we are challenging America, we must first understand the mechanisms that would be utilized to challenge them.
ඇමරිකාවට විරෝධය දක්වනවා අර විමල් වීරවංශලා කියනවානේ මේ ඇමරිකන් බඩු ගන්න එපයි කියලා.
Now Vimal Veeravansa is saying that we must boycott American products. So without joking around, the government must first withdraw from all agreements signed with the United States of America. Ask them to withdraw. We must state clearly that nothing is being done to protect our human rights. This is because the problem here is not human rights.
Dr. Harsha De Silva says that shares of a blue chip company which belongs to the Employees Provident Fund has been sold to a foreign company. He points out that the central bank had taken this move in order to obtain the dollars required to pay back emergency loans. The parliamentarian revealed that shares worth around 15 billion rupees have been traded in this manner to a Malaysian company.
The question is, why have they sold it to a foreign entity? The government has an urgent need for foreign currency, and now with large foreign debt payments coming due in the very near term, perhaps in the next few weeks, we need the money to make these payments. So what has happened is here shares has been sold to a foreign entity so that the dollars can be then utilized to meet the debt obligations coming up soon.
Still in local news, disciplinarian Brigadier Ashok Veerasinghe stated in court today that Major General Shavendra Silva had ordered him over the phone to recall soldiers who had been deployed as security detail to former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca.
The Brigadier made this statement when the case against former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca and his former Secretary Captain Senaka Haripriya De Silva was taken up at the Colombo High Court today. During cross-examination by the defence, Brigadier Ashok Veerasinghe said that he also received a letter stating that the soldiers be considered as deserters and that it should be considered that they had ignored the recall order. The brigadier said there was no record of the letter and that he was unaware if the letter had been issued by Army headquarters. Hearings of the case were postponed until the 25th of April. Former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca and Senaka Haripura de Silva have been charged that they turned soldiers against the state and that they conspired to undermine army orders. The people of this country are in despair. They do not have food, drink or shelter. The cabinet is holding parties in Diatalava. They are holding football tournaments. We have to solve our own problems. The people should stay with us.
You're watching News First. Up next is Action TV.
Except for clergy, no citizen of the country who pays taxes to the government can obtain at least a paracetamol free of charge from the Sri Jayawardenepura General Hospital, which receives over 1,000 million public funds annually from the Treasury. In such a backdrop, a study that was carried out by the Deputy Health Minister and 2 officers at the ministry in 2010 reveals why this hospital incurs huge losses every year. The lack of proper management, corruption and fraud are some of the key reasons which have led to this situation. Moreover, during the past 3 days, Action TV revealed the manner in which authorities appointed an individual who only produced her birth certificate and the marriage certificate during the interview as the Deputy Director of the hospital.
The current hospital director has submitted his application for the post of director after the closing date for applications. Due to this, 8 doctors in the country had to face an injustice because the ministry had already received these 8 applications. I was not willing to come to this hospital. As a result of coming to this hospital, I lost my promotion to be the Deputy Director General of Health Services. Moreover, I also lost overseas training and scholarships. Even I have not gone abroad nor visited the airport for the past 3 years.
This doctor, who claims that he had to undergo much sacrifices to be appointed as the director of the Sri Jayawardenepura General Hospital, had in fact obtained an additional monthly allowance of 60,000 rupees during the first 7 months of his appointment, in violation with the government circular about good governance.
As an example, some singers ask for 50,000 rupees for the performance of a single song. Some even sing for 5,000 rupees. Furthermore, some pay and go and sing. Some lawyers ask for 25,000 rupees to fix an appointment with them. It is not only us.
The Sri Jayawardenepura General Hospital, which is a gift from the Japanese government, is commonly known as the Nava Rohala. Incidentally, this name could also be visible on several buses which have the hospital as their final destination. The day in which this hospital becomes the new breeding ground for corruption is not far away. Minister of Health, this is once again over to you.
On that note, we go in for a short commercial break.
But before that, Bangladesh beat India by 5 wickets in the 4th One-Day International of the Asia Cup in Mirpur in Bangladesh. Chasing a target of 290, Bangladesh reached its target in 49.2 overs, losing 5 wickets. Of course, Nadim Majid will have more on that in Sports First.
A very good evening to you and welcome to Sports First on Primetime News. I'm Nadim Majid. Let's start off with a look at some cricket news. Now, well, despite a historic 100th international ton by Sachin Tendulkar, Bangladesh went on to beat India by 5 wickets in the 4th One-Day International of the Asia Cup in Mirpur, Bangladesh. Chasing a target of 290 runs, Bangladesh reached the target in 49.2 overs, losing 5 wickets.
Winning the toss, Bangladesh skipper Mushfiqur Rahim elected to field first. Veteran Indian batsman Sachin Tendulkar anchored the Indian innings with a record-breaking century, as this was his 100th international ton, the most by any batsman. Virat Kohli contributed 66 and Suresh Raina scored a quick-fire 51 to help the reigning world champions post a challenging 289 runs, losing 5 wickets in their allotted 50 overs. After the Indian innings, iconic batsman Sachin Tendulkar had this to say.
You know, everywhere, wherever I went, to restaurant, the housekeeping, room service. Whoever met me just spoke about the 100th and it became a little difficult mentally because, I'm not playing only for my 100th. The 9900s that I scored, nobody spoke about that. Everyone was talking only about 100th and everyone had their opinions, but eventually I've got to do what is important for the team.
Chasing 290, Bangladesh lost opener Nazimuddin early in the innings for 5 runs, but Tamim Iqbal and Jahrul Islam steadied the Bangladesh innings with a 113-run second wicket stand, with both reaching their half-centuries.
Well, Pakistan beat Sri Lanka by 6 wickets to qualify for the finals of the Asia Cup in Mirpur, Bangladesh yesterday. Pakistan chased down a target of 189 runs, losing 4 wickets in 39.5 overs to register a comprehensive victory. We now join former Sri Lanka captain Arjuna Ranatunga for an in-depth analysis of yesterday's match.
The Sri Lanka-Pakistan game was a very crucial game for the Sri Lankans. They needed to win this game to be in the competition. Sri Lanka won the toss, elected to bat, but unfortunately lost 4 early wickets. Put a lot of pressure on the middle order once again, but a lot of credit should go to Sangakkara and Taranga, the way they came into the game. It was a very important partnership for them. On the other hand, we lost 5 wickets for 27 runs, especially with the tail. I thought the Pakistan bowlers bowled well. Gul was consistent. Cheema was very good. Ajmal was the key figure for the Pakistanis, the way he bowled. And I'm sure that Sri Lanka missed a trick by not playing the second spinner. When Pakistan started chasing, they adopted a different theory. They were trying to stay in the wicket and try to go through the score. But it was not the normal style for the Pakistanis. They lost 3 wickets for 33 runs. And once again, the Pakistani captain came into the rescue. He played a very sensible innings. He kept the team together and he guided Akmal, young Akmal, to go through this score. I think it was very important for one of these senior cricketers to bat till end. That's what exactly Misbah did. I'm sure these are the areas where Sri Lankans need to go through and understand properly. And I'm sure that they need to do a change before they go into the next tournament.
Well, looks like that's a wrap from all of us here at News First. If you missed out on any of the stories we aired tonight, you can log on to our website, www.newsfirst.lk. I'm Sonali Wanigabadage.
And I'm Shayan Silva. Good night.